Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to give you a daily lunar forecast for the coming week. In just a moment there'll be slides and I also do post them on Facebook and Instagram, so if you want to check them out there on a daily basis you can as well. I'm then going to draw the runes and the cards for the week. This week we have Archangel readings. I'm going to be doing them at least once a month and as close to really important lunar dates as possible. And I mean, we are sitting still in the powerful energy of yesterday's new moon eclipse. Very powerful day, very primed for manifestation, and the coming week is just amazing. We have such a flow of energy which kind of actually then gets added to a bit emotionally, so quite a lot of power and energy powering in, and then I think by next weekend we're going to ease off into a space where we're kind of ready, you know, from a lunar perspective to be evaluating, seeing where we are, tweaking, course correcting, making adjustments on our pathways, but in a really powerfully empowered kind of way. So that's kind of what you're going to get today. 3 readings as well, and at the very end, because it's the beginning of the month, welcome to December, I'm going to post the video with the winners of the monthly prize draw. I give away a free private reading, a pack of oracle cards, a diary and a journal. They're all signed editions as well. So if you are on my subscriber email list, my YouTube subscriber email list, do check that announcement out, because you could be one of the lucky winners. So wonderful people, without further ado, tons of love to you. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, comments, for subscribing. You guys truly are just absolutely awesome and amazing. Truly so much love. Namaste. Welcome everyone to the Archangel readings that are connected to the new moon. Now the first pack of cards we are going to draw from are the Archangel Tarot, and we'll draw 4 from each. I also have some really beautiful angel wings. We have gold angel wings, these really beautiful sort of pink luminescent wings, and silver wings as well. I don't know how easily the colours are being picked up, but I hope that you can see them. We'll draw 4 from this pack. And now we are going to draw from, this is a Doreen Virtue pack of oracle cards. Gosh, we've got quite a bright light coming down from our camera there. I don't know if I can do anything about that. I will see whether I can alter the lighting if we get too much of a glare from that camera. Just 1 from this pack. Sits really beautifully on the yellow background actually. maybe because it's actually dark. I'm doing this reading in the dark because it is dark, and our days here in the Northern Hemisphere are very, very, very short at the moment. We're not that far from the winter solstice, so one, two of these. And then lastly, another angel pack of oracle cards as well. Ooh, these are feeling really vibrant, particularly vibrant. Now I'm going to be drawing some runes. We're going to be using crystal runes today. However, rather than draw them at the beginning, I'm going to actually draw them from the bag for each reading as I draw them. Sometimes I do this, and when that happens and I'm sort of called to do that, it tends to indicate that we're probably going to find that the same rune will show up in more than one reading. That tends to be what happens, and which is why we need the whole set of runes for each of the readings. So we'll draw from these beautiful crystal runes, and they are absolutely stunning. They really are just lovely, lovely energy. We'll draw from these in just a moment when we enter the readings themselves. Now, this is the time you may wish to pause the video and just tune into your own personal inner guidance, see what comes through to you. You can press the pause button if you wish. Otherwise, you can always as well bookmark the page, because sometimes I know people are drawn to one particular reading today and later in the week they find themselves drawn back to a different reading. So but yeah, you guys are very, very intuitive, so sit with your intuition, trust what you feel, and see which reading you are drawn to. Wonderful friends, I will see you in the readings in a moment. Tons and tons of love to you. Namaste. Welcome to reading number 1. I am a little bit concerned about the amount of glare we've got on our cards. Now we'll draw runes in just a moment. Let's have a look and see whether the cards are going to... I think we're going to be okay actually. That's fabulous as we're turning them over. So we have Angel of the Night Sky, first of all, and a beautiful, beautiful moon. We then have the card of Trust. We have the card of Weight. We have the card of Gentleness. We have the Ace of Gabriel. So I think if I put them in certain positions, we should be absolutely fine, and we'll put the runes down the middle. That's looking good. I think we can spread out our beautiful cards without having too much camera glare. I don't know why. I've actually got I'm actually using a slightly different camera. I've been trying out different cameras and microphones, because I know from feedback that they're not always easy to hear or to see or to focus. So I'm hoping that these are going to be quite good. But this one comes with a built-in light. But yeah, I think we can achieve this. This is looking good. Okay, fabulous. Let's draw some runes. Now, I always read my runes right to left. So our first rune is the rune of Nourishment. I don't know if you guys can see that. I hope you can see that crystal marking there. So we have the rune of Nourishment. We have the rune of Constraint next. We have the rune of Journey. We have the rune of Flow. We have the rune of Hagalaz, the rune of Disruption. We have the rune of Ice, and we have the rune of the Spiritual Warrior. These runes are telling us a story in their own right. First of all, the rune of Possessions. This is Ambition Satisfied. Okay, so this reading is telling you that there's something about your dreams, the angel of the night sky. You've been dreaming about something. There's something you really, really desire. Now, it hasn't quite arrived yet, but this reading is really saying trust, wait, gentleness, be patient with yourself. Be very gentle with yourself. Archangel Sandalphon. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations and environments. There's something about holding your energy in a really nurturing way. You're needing to nurture something, or indeed yourself, a little bit longer. Ambitions satisfied, unexpected rewards, gains, surprises. The rune of Constraint is really tying in with the card of Weight and Trust. It's not quite there yet. It hasn't quite manifested. Very interesting, because there's such a powerful flow of energy, and we're of course still sitting in the energy of the new moon. So you may have been setting some new moon intentions, making some new moon wishes. But the energy of constraint is around you. Now, the energy of constraint just says something. It doesn't always mean that you are restricted. Sometimes it does indicate a sense of restriction. But what it also indicates is a need to kind of cross the T's, dot the I's. You need to be diligent about something. You know, there's something around you that's going to burst forth, and you need to invest in it. You also, with the rune of journey, need to remove any inner obstacles to your success. You know, one by one, remove any inner I don't know, procrastinatory thoughts or any inner limiting beliefs that stop you from believing that you can have whatever this is that you are desiring. It's a generic reading. Again, we have the rune of flow, so something is going to gather momentum, something is going to burst forth. Now, before I continue with the runes, let's look at these cards at the bottom here. First of all, the Ace of Gabriel, a gift of passion, opportunity and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. This is rather like the Ace of Wands. Three of Gabriel, prosperity arising from wise planning, time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. We have the Star, Archangel Jophiel, a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. And then the Page of Michael, truthful, perceptive, analytical, blunt, saying how it is, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. Now, if you guys have been navigating your way into something or through something and it hasn't quite yet emerged, and in any way it involves some sort of legal documentation, cross the T's, dot the I's. That's the rune of constraint. You know, literally pay attention to the details. You're needing to navigate a process, so trust and wait. If this is connecting for some of you, say, to real estate, to buying property, navigate the process, but don't lose trust. There's some patience required here. Again, the rune of flow we have, and the rune of Hagalaz, the rune of disruption. Now, the rune of Hagalaz is really interesting because this is like Uranus, the Great Awakener. Something is going to break open and emerge. Something is going to happen. The opportunity is going to burst forth. We have the rune of ice. Again, patience. There's something about you navigating a process into something. If, let's say you've written your novel and you've sent it off to tons of publishers and you're waiting to try and get a book deal, it feels like that's going to come through, but there's going to be some negotiation to be done. If you're actually sending your novel out to people, pay attention to the details. Make sure when you send your introductory letter off or you apply for something that you do so with diligence and thoughtfulness about the language you're using and the writing. Trust, wait, be gentle with yourself, hold on to your dreams. Everything here is about to burst forth. Ambition satisfied. This is our first rune. We also have the rune of the spiritual warrior, discernment. So again, what I feel as though, whatever this is, referring to in the context of your unique personal circumstances, something is about to break forth and emerge. It's like renewed hope, renewed optimism, renewed passion. It's something, the energy of a new beginning is here, but it's as if you are personally involved in some form of negotiation that gets you there. Whether you have to put together a proposal or you have to complete some paperwork around something, there's something you are still needing to do whilst trusting and waiting. So there's patience, there's diligence. Be gentle with yourself. Don't put yourself out in the line of fire. Don't hang out with people whose energy is not good. Hang out with people whose energy is good. Everything here is pointing to a kind of a breakthrough in some way, shape or form. The key here is your own integrity, your own honesty with yourself above and beyond anything as well. I mean, trust, be patient, attend to the details, and the rewards will come your way. I think that's really all I need to say. It's a lovely, lovely reading, especially following the new moon eclipse in Sagittarius, which was so powerfully sort of set in terms of manifestation and movement forwards. And the flow of energy, the lunar flow of energy this week is so positive. You know, it starts to heat up a little bit as we move through the week, but right now the flow is just positivity, positivity. So ride the waves, go with it, trust, wait, attend to any details, and allow your world to unfold in a way that is absolutely right for you. Tons and tons of love to you. Namaste. Welcome to reading number 2. I'm delighted to say that we were able to work out, or I was able to work out, how to lay the cards out so there's no glare from the camera. I've been trying out new cameras and new microphones to see if we can get a better picture, but this one has a light built into it. But yeah, we've worked out how to do this in the reading number 1. So here we go. First of all, we have Angel of Success. We have Reconsider. We have Look for a Sign. We have Archangel Chamuel, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. This is really interesting. We'll draw some runes as well in a moment. We have the High Priestess. Gosh, you need to trust your intuition. All these major cards here, the High Priestess, decision, solutions, the world. Wow. You are having to make quite a big decision. You're being faced and presented with a very big decision. This is it's almost, and I'm being shown 2 different pathways. Now this is really interesting because you are having to evaluate something quite significant here. Success is with you. I feel like the universe has your back. Remember, Archangel Chamuel, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. I think that you're faced with quite a significant decision here. The thing is, though, that maybe you're worried about it. You're worried about whether or not, you know, when sometimes we're making a big choice and we worry about making the right choice. I just want to say, trust your intuition. Archangel Haniel, powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. If you're genuinely wobbling and you're worried about this decision, the solutions will come to you. Reconsider and look for a sign. Meditate, you know, get still. Get still and meditate, and the answer will come to you. Decision, Archangel Jophiel, release yourself from that which holds you back. There's a need to detox here, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. It's exactly what I was really feeling. It's like you've got a really big decision to make, and yet somehow you're worrying excessively about it. Now success, we then have Archangel Zadkiel, solutions, success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. And then we have the world, the card of the world. It's the last card in the major arcana, Archangel Michael in this pack. A very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. I mean, for me, the world is always it's both an ending and a beginning, and there's recognition and validation. The angels of success are around you. I think whatever you are, whatever the choice is that you're needing to make, the danger here is that you're worrying so much about it, that your worry is influencing things. It's kind of like, you know, like if you think about prayer as a focused thought, when we set an intention, we are creating a focused thought. It's like a prayer. When we are making a wish, it's a focused thought. But worrying is also a focused thought. You know, the danger here, or the the area that's being highlighted for us is rather than a danger, the area that's highlighted here is that when we worry incessantly, the worrying in itself, it's almost like it's bigger than the wish. So it's like making a wish, saying a prayer, which takes up all of 20 minutes or something of our time, focused thought for 20 minutes. And then for the rest of the 24 hours of the day, we're constantly worrying about it and thinking about all the things that might go wrong, which means we're investing more thought, energy, passion, emotion into the things that might go wrong rather than the things that might go right. So that's what this is really voicing. It is a big decision though. That's what I'm really seeing. It's a really big decision here. It's kind of like, oh, we have the spiritual warrior, the rune of the spiritual warrior. We have the rune of Hagalaz. Very interesting. Both these runes, this is the rune of disruption, Hagalaz. Now, both of these runes came up in the first reading. I always know when I'm drawn to use the runes in the actual readings for each one, to draw them from the whole bag. It's because they're going to show up in more than one reading, and here we have the first two already. They've got very different meanings in this particular reading to reading number one. There's a real different flavour here, a real different energy. There's not a gravity, but I mean, maybe that's about right. Discernment. You're needing to actually make a decision and let something go. Hagalaz, the rune of disruption. Now, sometimes this means that something comes along and it shakes up our world and we have to make a decision. It can sometimes mean that we gradually come to our senses and we realise something. I actually feel that you do already have a decision that you need to make. That's the energy that's around you. And the challenge here is that, as I said, I think just that you're worrying about it. You do need to make a choice here. This is really, really clear. We have the rune of movement. This is the bettering of any situation. We have the blank rune. This is a space of infinite possibilities. It's like a pregnant pause. It's the space where we're gestating something, where something is going to emerge. We then have the rune of nourishment. This too showed up. Possessions. Nourishment and possessions. This is unexpected rewards and gains, surprises, though not necessarily, I mean, it's ambition satisfied as well, not necessarily in the form that we expect. This is a reading of profound success, okay guys, but you have to make a decision. I feel like you kind of can't make the wrong one. That's what I feel like. Okay. We have the rune of flow. Okay. We have the rune of initiation. This is a rite of passage. And lastly, we have the rune of relationship, partnership. Okay. Now, whether you are entering into a business partnership or a personal relationship, or the choices and decisions here are connected to your relationship with another person, whether it's a close friendship, whether it's a business relationship, or whether it's an intimate relationship, a decision around love. It's a really important decision for you to make. Angel of success. For some of you, there is, I think basically it's a turning point in your life. This decision is like a turning point. It's like, do you prioritize this person or this direction? It is a rite of passage for you. It's a really significant rebirth into a new phase of life, and you are having to let go of something. This is a reading of empowerment in terms of your own capacity to make choices that are right for you. It's possible that in the past you've been not supported in making decisions, which means that you worry a lot about making the right one. I feel this is really reassuring. Look for the signs, meditate, get still. You know, there's a native American way of looking at this, which somebody shared with me, it was connected, I think, really to the medicine wheel, the 4 directions. It was what they were saying to me was, look, if you're not clear about the way forward, You know, wait for 4 hours and then rethink it. Step back. If you're not clear after 4 hours, wait for 4 days. If you're not clear after 4 days, wait for 4 weeks, and so on and so forth. But there's something about allowing the energy, the process to gestate. You know, this is the blank room. I feel like this is going to flow. I mean, there's so much positivity here. The angel of success governing this reading. There's something you do need to reconsider though. So if you've had a wobble, or if you made a decision and you're now thinking you made the wrong one, go away and reconsider and look for a sign. The key here is looking for signs and trusting your intuition. Listen to your gut feeling. Weigh up the possibilities. I don't think you can go wrong here. Just center yourself in peace, in love, and allow the solutions to come to you through your intuition. You do have to let something go. You have to leave something behind, whether it's a way of life or, you know, I mean, it's like if we move from being single into a relationship status. You know, we're leaving behind the singleness of being single. So it's kind of, if you're moving into a business partnership, you might be letting go of a former job and moving into something else. But one way or the other, this is connected to relationship of some sort. But I personally think, and this feels so in alignment with the positive lunar energy this week, it is just so positive, it's untrue. I think that, you know, success is the name of the game for you guys. It really is. I don't think you can go wrong if you trust your intuition and you put down the worry, ground yourself, center yourself, and allow yourself to let go of something in order to move forwards and embrace the new. I think whatever this is for you guys, it's coming through, it's coming to you. Wonderful friends, tons and tons and tons of love to you. Namaste. Welcome to reading number 3. Let's have a look and see what our cards are showing. Angel of Soulmates. Oh wow, this is a relationship of love. This is a reading of love, I believe. The situation will improve. Wow. There's something better. Oh, wow, this is interesting. Relationship harmony. This is all about relationships. Wow. 6 of Ariel. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. 10 of Michael. A situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. 10 of Raphael. Well, 2 10s. And the card of Justice. Wow. 10 of Raphael. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members. Happily ever after. This is like the 10 of it's like the 10 of Cups, really. Justice. Archangel Raguel. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. Right, you guys are navigating something big within relationship. And, you know, for some of you, it could be the process of a separation and navigating your way through it. For others, yeah, it's navigating a difficult situation. Something has been challenging within relationship. I think there is quite a lot of negotiation here. It's very clear. Situation has ended. You're finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. And the card of Justice. This is really interesting. Basically, there has been some kind of situation going on within relationship where there has been disharmony. Something hasn't been okay. You've been navigating your way through something, out of something. What I want to say, angels of soulmates, really powerful message coming through here, because of course we tend to think, I think of soulmates as a relationship, you know, that long-term relationship. We very often have that picture and that perception that a soulmate is a relationship of permanence, but actually sometimes it's not. You know, sometimes a soulmate is someone who has come into our life with purpose. If we think of soul connections as relationships where we come together with purpose, and sometimes that could be a lifetime together, the navigating of the ups and downs of relationship so that you re-find relationship harmony. It can also even be a family relationship where we come together because maybe we've known each other before and we didn't resolve something and we now need to resolve it in this lifetime. It can also be an intimate partnership where we came together because there was learning to be done. Very, very interesting feeling here in this that something of a relationship situation is going to get better. Let's look at our runes. Okay, our first rune is the rune of constraint. This has come up in some of the other readings, and interestingly enough, my feeling of the message of this rune for reading number 3 here is this is a need to break free from something. The rune of constraint sometimes says, something isn't moving forwards. It's been feeling stuck. Okay, we have the rune of gateway. This means you're needing to reconsider, you're needing to contemplate, you're needing to review everything. Look at it really, really thoroughly. We have the rune of wholeness. This is the path you must follow. There's actually only one way to go here. Okay, there is only one way forwards here. Whatever it is, it's about moving into a bettering situation. Again, now we have the rune of harvest here. Now, harvest is a rune, it's like the beginning of a new cycle, but we need to nurture, we need to persevere. If you've sown seeds, once you've sown seeds, I mean, any farmer will tell you, you don't just sow seeds and then reap in the harvest. There's a lot of work involved before you bring the harvest in, and that's what I'm seeing here. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. If you are separating from somebody and you're worried about the finances, the material needs, I really do want to say the situation is going to improve. There's something better coming. The rune of harvest is a fruit-bearing rune. It asks us to persevere. It asks us to have patience. We have the rune of Othilla, of separation. This is interesting because the rune of separation is, it says we need to leave something behind and let go of something. We've outgrown a situation and we need to move beyond it, followed by the rune of journey. We need to move here. There's something that needs to be moved beyond. We also have the rune of breakthrough. This is like, sometimes a 180-degree turn. It's a change in direction. It's a change in direction. It's a breakthrough. It's that light bulb moment. It's literally something is going to break open, break through. It's going to move forwards. The justice will happen. This is... the good, I want to say the good ending is coming. Now, whether this is a completion of a phase that a relationship has been going through, or it is the completion of a relationship and a situation, whether it is a past relationship whereby there's been something emotional lingering that has caused you emotional and physical difficulty and pain in some way, everything here is going to be moved forwards. Justice will be served, equality will be served, rulings will be made in your favour, your needs will be met, and a situation has ended. I am seeing for some of you, I think you have actually navigated your way through, I think, quite a... I'm going to use the term abusive. I think you've had an experience of an abusive relationship, actually. And that has really taken its toll on you in some way, shape or form. But it is time to move beyond that. It's time to come through and out the other side. You are leaving all of this behind. The angel of soulmates is walking with you. Now, if you are coming out of a relationship, I would see a new relationship coming in the near future if this is an intimate relationship. A partnership. If you are in a relationship, if this is a family situation, I think conflict will be resolved and things will be seen for what they are. Justice will be served. I do think you are going to come out of this on top, whichever way you look at it. But all I can say is big respect to you, because you've navigated through something that has been really, really tough. I'm really seeing that, you know, through and through. The positivity of the lunar energy this week is amazing. So in terms of you setting your new moon wishes and intentions for the new moon eclipse yesterday, I am sending you so much love, and really there is so much promise here. Your situation is going to improve, things are going to move forwards, and things are going to move forwards for you in a favourable way. Wonderful, wonderful friends, tons and tons and tons of love to you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for these readings, and I am now going to run the little video that announces the winners of the monthly draw, a free private reading. I'm also giving away a pack, a first signed limited edition pack of the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards, and also a diary and a journal, signed copies for 2022. So wonderful friends, get in touch with me. I'll post the names now, and do get in touch with me via my website. That's www.azemotionalhealth.com. Tons and tons of love to you, and congratulations to the winners.